Myspace posts.
MySpace posts.
So today we have to use Pandora's blocks to figure out how to play a game called
MySpace posts. Ever since like 2005, we've been making up and playing our own games.
Then last year, we created Pandora's blocks, which are these tools we use to help improvise without the pressure of pulling something out of thin air.
There's images on all sides so that when we roll them, we can use the face-up images as inspiration.
Also, every single week, we use a brand new block that's been created, but this week is really special because a friend of mine who's a working actor in New York City, Coleman Churchill, created our block for today. Other than acting, he's making a bunch of really cool art. He focuses a lot on collage-based stuff. And so here's a bunch of pieces that we think are really, really cool.
Super dupe.
This morning, a cardinal landed on the tree outside my window, and we watched each other for a while. He was looking at me, and then he would clean his beak on the tree. It was really cute.
And here is the block that we made together. But mostly he made it.
Yeah, we put it on the block.
Yeah. I mean, these are posts from a young internet.
From a youthful social media.
Right.
Yeah.
MySpace is weird. I mean, you could put, when you got to somebody's MySpace page, it would start blasting the music of their choice at you.
Typically angsty.
Always angsty. And
you'd have a background that's too busy with text over it, and it was a disaster. But it was your page. So.
Right. And it was like a little pseudo website.
Yeah.
We're going to be using the blocks to come up with phrases, sentences, things that are, one, pretty angsty.
Definitely angsty.
And two, a little bit TMI.
Definitely TMI.
Yeah. Why does everybody want pictures of Dick Clark?
Why is it only old people staring at me on the bus? I gotta get My Chemical Romance is the greatest band ever made out of the way. Love is pain, and I don't even know why I still try.
The dude I'm babysitting for is really creepy.
Painting my toenails black so that they match my eyeliner.
I even miss her footsteps.
Nice.
Do you know any good fence painters?
How to delete Mark from friends list? One of my biggest pet peeves is tourists.
Does anybody else think that manhole covers signs are the funniest thing ever? After seeing snakes on a plane, I don't think I'm ever gonna fly again.
Home is where you first got your scrot stuck in the swing chain. Am I right? Anybody giving away a ski pass? Hit me up.
I went hiking last weekend and I saw the most beautiful sights. Anybody who doesn't appreciate the outdoors is a loser in my book. Jerry is an asshole and he can pick up his stuff whenever he feels like it.
It's outside.
That's my favorite thing about Pandora's blocks.
Is that they're fun? Is that they're really fun?
It's just using them to come up with stuff in different categories. Some of the guys I work with came up with a bunch of ideas for games today, and it's there's just so many of them. I mean, we haven't put anything in the bucket of games that we pick out of in a while, and there's still so many in there.
Yeah.
And we keep getting new ideas every day. I mean, we really appreciate it. Let us know if you have got any new ideas.
Yeah. Taking a step back from creating something is an important part of the creative process. So now I think it's about time for Brain Food. Harmless coconut water, which only raises alarms.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with this. Is when I see this in the store, I'm like,
that's harmful coconut water.
Yeah, why would you even bring it up? Why is it red?
I'm reading
Is that the color that coconut
I'm
water
reading
is?
it, and it says pink is pure. Coconut water contains varying levels of antioxidants which can turn the water pink.
It's really flavorful. There's a lot of flavor.
It's true. And the amount of flavor makes, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. Because I always think coconut water is just watery, It's mostly watery, not as flavorfully.
But this is really, really tasty.
Yeah, it has a lot of taste.
Yeah. Tastes the same back there, too.
Tastes the same back there, yeah.
I've heard that coconut water is like twice as hydrating.
That literally doesn't make any sense.
I know, but
at all.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I would look it up.
While coconut water is low in calories, rich in potassium and fat and cholesterol free, the evidence that is actually better than plain water for simple hydration is unfortunately lacking. Just want to let you know that we totally revamped our Patreon.
Oh.
I went in and I made a bunch of really pretty graphics for it. Here's some examples. It would mean a lot if you help support us for as little as $1 a month. That would be like $12 if you stayed on for a year, and you get to watch a whole extra like 12 to 15 minute episode every single week where we play another game. Like it fits in with sort of the like mundane superpowers kind of game.
It does, yeah.
And that category.
Yeah, we should make like categories for the games.
Yeah. Like that's like a game that could be single player, but like probably should be 2-player, but it's not competitive. Like we have a bunch of non-competitive games.
Yeah, right. We should make like a genre stamp for Finalize.
Okay, so ultimately, you can always go down and play the apples to apples like variation of the game.
Absolutely. That's our classic cop-out answer.
That is our classic cop-out answer, but it definitely is always fun.
It's always fun.
So basically how it would work is everybody gets 2 blocks, or, you can play how you want, and they come up with a Myspace post, and then they write it down, and then the person who's picking that turn doesn't write one down, and they look at all of them and they decide which one was the funniest or the most fitting of MySpace posts, and that person gets the point.
We're gonna roll the Tasteful 2. We're gonna come up with a MySpace-esque post and share that with friends.
Yeah. And it's good to always involve a time limit, because that'll put a little bit of a fire under your bung.
Yeah, pro gamer tip, if you're having trouble coming up with something, throw that timer up. It'll give you the incentive you need to just get out what's on your head.
Yeah, it's always better to just put it out there so you can move on to the next idea, rather than like sitting and crafting your, Sistine Chapel. You know?
Do you like how we came up with playing this game? You let us know in the comments if you loved it, or if you do it differently, how you do it differently.
Yeah. Don't forget that the original pack of these, the ones that we started the channel using, that we made, are available on Amazon. This is the listing. We're working on getting the City Block pack listed as well, but in the time being, the original pack is going to be available. More on that. We have some exciting news.
Very exciting.
I spent a bunch of time this week working on some really cool merch.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely crazy looking.
Yeah, check it out. So this is our merch. We've got the fanny pack, which is wicked cool. We've got the patterns on the inside, on the outside, a bunch of customization. So those are going to be available to you pretty soon.
We go through a company called EcoWare, which is actually run by our good boys Bobby Briggs and Zach Cataldo.
Yep.
They plant a tree for every order. And now it is time for the Q&A.
With Z and A.
So this week's question from patron B-Shiv is, what is your favorite picture that you've ever taken? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I think that mine is when I was in Athens, in Greece. We were going up onto the Parthenon. And there was I'm looking down at the ground because I knew I wanted to take a rock home, because when my dad went, he took a rock home. But I see this really dirty buried Lego on the ground, and I picked it up, and I thought it was really cool that it was this building block from the current times, and this in front of these building blocks from ancient times. And so I took this really cool picture of the Lego in focus with the Parthenon behind it.
That's a really cool story and picture.
And another picture I took while I was there was on this island that was this island of ruins called Delos, the birthplace of Apollo. And we went off the pathway and went down the hill the wrong way, and we found this dead goat. And I picked up its skull and I put it on a rock, and I got a picture of its skull in front of the Aegean Sea. It was really, really cool. I think that's my favorite picture I've ever taken.
That's pretty metal. When it snows, I like to you go out for a little drive, you know. And so I pull up near these train tracks, right, to get like hey, here's a picture of my car, and like a train happens to be coming from the background, you know, with the lights on, and like the snow is still nicely on the tree branches that are dead, like they have that little like 1-inch coat on the trees.
Right.
And it came out perfectly as the train was like right behind it. It's a good picture. I love it. Yeah, I think my second favorite picture is we had at one point gotten baby chickens.
Oh yeah.
And my sister had a rabbit, and I have a dog named Georgia that I love painfully much. And so we put the bunny in like an Easter basket and put the chicks in front of the Easter basket, and had my dog like right next to it, and it was just a very cute, cute.
And then here's a picture of Aaron, myself, and a German exchange student Eustace with sunglasses on, and Georgia with sunglasses on.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna leave you off with a little bit of parting words of wisdom.
A dinner for two is worth
it if you've got your big boy teeth.
And with those parting words of wisdom, we're gonna peace out. We're gonna part. But check out our Instagram. Follow us there. We're posting cool stuff about updates on like merch stuff, block stuff.
Yeah, like whenever we're working on the show, which is like all of the time. We'll at least every day remember to post some stuff from it. And so there's a lot of cool stuff you can check out on how we do things. But overall, thank you so much for watching this whole episode. It really means a lot. We do this for you guys and for us, because this is a lot of fun.
It's fun.
But yeah, we really appreciate you checking it out. Make sure you hit subscribe if you have not, and have a wonderful, fantastic week.